Good evening. I'm going to start with a short rebuttal, then to summarize the debate from the point of the government. First, I want to explain a few things. We are talking here about two things. On the one hand, it is the right for privacy, which we do not say is not important. But on the other hand, there is a risk for lives of children that if we do not treat on time, and the time is when they are very young, as young as possible, we create something that is really threat the quality of their life and maybe their life itself. So this is what we say here: the privacy against the life. Okay, and the second thing is that basically we do not come here with something that is totally new. As Benny just told you, this is part of the status quo that exists. The government is supervising many things in the development of a child, and this is a part of all the supervision of the government of these things. So, rebuttal. The opposition here said that parents have the right to choose how to raise their kids, and that we cannot intervene in that thing. And we say there are specific criteria to intervene in. The social worker is not going to come and check every single word or some stupid little silly song that the mother sings. No, there is specific criteria, which is abuse and neglect. We do not talk about some unimportant issues, and this is something that can be measured. If someone is neglecting his child, if someone is abusing, this is something that we can totally see, because this is very clear. And the second thing that was said here is about the change because the parents are going to be embarrassed. Again, this is not, the social worker is not going to live with the family. It's going to come from time to time to check, to be, not a too long time, and then to leave. It's not going to be something that is going to intervene that much in the life of that family. So, I'm going to summarize the debate with three main points. First, when do we intervene in the family structure? Second, some administrative issues. And the third point is the government commitment to its children. So first, when do we intervene in the family structure? The opposition here said that we are violating the right for privacy, and it's going to be harmful for the afraid parents that will be humiliating so much. And we say we are talking here about the common parent and the common social worker. We are not going to do some. We assume that a social worker will not intervene that much, will not threat their parents. And as Benny just told us, we do not, and this is the most important thing here, we do not want the children to be the guinea pigs of their parents. We do not want them to be to be some kind of an experiment for the parents to learn how to be a parent. We want that thing to be supervised. We want that thing to be learned how to do it, because this is such an important thing. And again, this is on one hand the right for privacy, and on the other hand the life and how the kid is going to be raised. And this is why we think that the government has the right to intervene here. And again, this is such a minor intervene, because this is not a social worker that tell and enforce the parents to do something. We just monitoring. The word is monitoring, is just to come and look, not to force them to do something. The second thing is just a little thing, which is an administrative issue. They talked about here the justification of the social worker of their work, and how to use the resources. How to use resources. Again, we're talking here about the common social worker, which we assume will not take a kid out of his family just to keep his job. And about the resources, if we're going for, as just Benny told us, if we're just going to think for a moment about the long term and not about this specific spending of money, which we're going to spend about all of these social workers, we're going to save so much money about spatial education, about jail, about social work worker after that to help these people to make their life better as a grown people. I mean, basically, I think we do save money in this proposition. Yeah.
And with the same resources you're devoting now, you can save thousands of people without violating essential rights.
Thank you. I do not think, and as I told here, this is, as we believe, is something that is, we cannot replace it in a different thing, because the only way to know how parents treat their children is to get inside their house. We cannot do this in any other way. The third theme that I'm going to treat is the government commitment to its children. And as Benny told you, and the opposition here did not answer that point, is that we basically just extending the status quo, because now there is already a supervision on the development of kids. There is going to, if some parents do not come to give a vaccination, the hospital calls the man to ask why he doesn't come. If he do not come to school, we call him to ask why the kid does not come. We already supervise it, and this is justified to supervise these things, because it is the government commitment to its citizens, and mostly to its youngest citizens, which cannot help themselves with these things. And as we do now, we only extending the status quo for things that are already being done to another aspect, to watch these kids when they are born at the first days of life, when it is so crucial to do this, because as we told, this is a very important time. For this reason, I ask you to